late 44 already. And the front was come, we didn't know. Front, where it is, we didn't have the slightest idea. But being in the forest, somehow we start hearing shooting, explosions. It was heavy shooting, cannons. Then we hear tanks from far away, the sound. So Mom says we cannot stay anymore in the forest because the German army, looks like the German army is very close to us. If they're moving, they're going to catch us. Where we will run. We have to get out from here somewhere. But the thing was moving so fast that all of a sudden, a day later or so, we noticed Polish farmers, because nobody else, the Polish farmers, groups of people running away from this area. So Mom came with the idea and she tells us, you know what? We see they running away, the front is closed. We're going to follow them wherever they go, we go. They must know where they're going. So, now your name is so-and-so, your name is so-and-so, your name is so-and-so. Remember. Okay. Then remember, if we get lucky and we get to a village somewhere, people may start taking us maybe. So if we see that they're taking from the group somebody, we just continue walking till maybe somebody will pick us up too. And that's what we did. We followed a day or so, not too much, not too long. And we saw some farmers were taking, like the woman came out, the man, how many of them? Okay, I can keep 2 families, 1 family, stay with me. And finally we got to a point that the family took us and took another family and us. And that's how we start living as refugees, escaping the front line. And then Mom was telling us, remember, we are now Polish people. We're not Jewish, but not a word of Jews. Not a word. Polish people are Christians. You understand me? Yes, good. When they sit down to eat, they make a prayer and they cross themselves. Let me show you how they cross themselves. And make sure that you do the same thing. The prayers, I'm not sure what they say. But look and listen what they say. But meanwhile you sit, put your head down, and listen, so next time or third or fourth time, maybe you will remember things. And that's what we did. We went, took us, and we were doing all the procedures, so reference to behaving ourselves. And we lived with this farmer. We lived probably maybe 2 or 3 months during the winter. Went to church every Sunday. She told us what to do and everything. So when we were accepted by a farmer to live during our, call it escaping the front line, well, mom with 2 kids, right? The other family, they were, I don't remember, husband, wife, and I don't know, 1, 2 kids, 2, 3, I don't remember. But mom was a single woman, no husband with her. So people will start asking, where's your husband? So mom says, honestly, I don't know where he is. Because the Germans came to our village, took men to work, and he never came back. So I don't know where he is. You don't know where he is? No. Okay. This woman, the other people that were taken to live with this farmer, she went to the owner, woman, and she says to her, you know, I think she's Jewish. She says, why you think she's Jewish? I don't know, but I feel she's Jewish. Oh, stop it, I don't think it is. You don't talk it. Okay, watch, she says. You watch and you're going to see. But the woman came to my mom, the owner, and she says, you know, she's suspicious. She suspects you to be Jewish. Are you Jewish? Mom got shocked. She didn't know what to do. What are you talking? I'm Jewish. I look Jewish. She looks Jewish. Take a look the way her hair, black hair, and this and that. I think she is Jewish. So she left the woman. She said, that's a good way saying. Okay, I know what you're trying to say. Yeah, I know. You don't want to make official this. I'm not pressing you. Let's hope everything is good, and we have to make sure that she is not talking too much. So let's ignore this whole, or kind of get out from how. Mom says, okay. Comes a Sunday, everybody's going to the church, and this Sunday is a confession Sunday. So everybody goes to the priest and doing the confession. So comes their mom is going to the confession, to the priest. So she sits down on one side, of course it's a little window. The priest is sitting there and listening. And she tells him, Father, I know when you come to you have to tell the truth. And a confession, you tell all the problems and the truth. So I have to tell you the truth. And the truth is, I am Jewish. I know, nobody knows, I think. I'm pretty sure. But you, as a priest, and a confession, I have to tell you the truth. So he looks at her and he says, my child, you did the right thing. You told me the truth. And I can tell you that the God heard us talking, and He's going to do everything feasible to make sure that you go through this whole thing and you will survive the whole thing. So don't worry. Be honest, believe in God, that God is with you. Go. So she walked out, happy and everything. And what he did on top of it, after this prayers, everybody is going out from the church. He is going out too. And he goes to my mom, puts a hand in the back of her, and talks to her and walks with her. So when the other woman who was suspicious and sees the priest is with her and talking, maybe she's not a Jew, because otherwise priest wouldn't talk to her. And that's why with God everything became fine, everything, and we lived. And I don't have words to say how this happened and how influenced this was on all of us. And then in 1945, the Soviets liberated us. We couldn't believe when they said, for you the war is over. No more Germans here. We made sure all the Germans are gone from here. Go back to your home from wherever you come, and you're safe. We couldn't believe this. But it happened. We were thrilled to death that we survived this. There are two types of members of our family that survive. One group is the family who left Poland or Germany before the war. And then the ones who survived during the war. During the war, the family that survived, it was maybe 5 or 6 people.